Good morning, people out there. Today we're doing part 2 of the topic regarding relationships. And we decided as a group to focus on the child-parent dynamics and how that can affect the child in the short and long term in so many ways. My own experience is that I learned that I was very dependent on individuals due to having a lack of a father figure and even a mother as a parental figure growing up as a child. And that led to many unwise decisions in my life due to having the neediness of the attention of males and females in different ways. So on our panel today, we have Miss Gladys.
Hello.
Miss Turner.
Hi.
And Miss Shirley.
Hello.
So, Miss Shirley, will you begin sharing your experiences regarding the parent-child dynamics and how important it is?
Okay. I know how important parent-child dynamics are from working with students and children as they absorb their parents' ideas and the way they feel about them as children. They transpose and brand their children, because if they do not treat them well, they spend their whole life meeting people, acquiring people, friends that don't like them and mistreat them. So when I was a kid, I was raised with boys, and a lot of men are in my family, so I was always rebelling because always men had to have a say-so and they had the favorite place. So I spent my life trying to rebel. But I've also learned when looking at my parents who raised me, I came from a two-parent family, that parents can't always do everything. And we have to take the best we got from our families and from our parents and kind of hash that out and heal from it and grow up and take the best and use the best that we have and heal the other things that have been damaged in us. And that's what I've learned about parent-child relationships.
Ms. Turner?
Well, I feel from parent-child relationships, when I became a parent, of course, parenting don't come with a handbook. So a lot of things as far as parenting for me is that my daughter and I kind of grew together in terms of me learning all about parenting and how I could help her. Now, on another angle with parenting, when I work with children, you see so many different sides. You could say this is not good parenting and this is good parenting, just from how kids express themselves emotionally. So parenting, it comes in different forms. What I see now is more common is more parents want to be the children's friend and not being a parent. And then I also see where parents are choosing their relationships over building the relationships with their children.
I grew up in a house that have both mom and dad, and the people I have to worry about was my siblings, my brothers, that think that they are it in a society where the guys think that they are it. But in my work and just in life in general, I've seen people who come from broken families and how it has affected them. The anger that they feel sometimes, and some of them don't even know they have that kind of anger, and when something happened, people wonder, why did this happen? But most of those things are repressed anger, because it's always good to have two of them there, but when one is missing, a vacuum is created, and nothing fills that vacuum, especially if it's a guy. The person in question is another boy. They are looking up for who they can use as a role model.
So this topic is very important, I feel, as well as the three young ladies feel, because in lieu of everything that's coming up in the media regarding molestation, rape, and things of that nature, we need to take a look at the parents. what are the parents doing and what are they not doing to create this type of situation that their children have experienced if they experience molestation or rape? Who are these children around? What are these children exposed to? And are some of these parents pimping their children for money? I mean, what is the circumstances regarding this issue? Ladies, what solutions or recommendations can you offer our audience out there?
I think you just have to be careful and kind of screen what you're doing as a parent and who you have your children around, and no one is excluded. We're our children's first role model, and so they look at us, and so when we're going through things, they go through things. It's just kind of being mindful that you always have someone looking, even when you think they're not looking. So just continue to do positive things as much as you can. But, you know, when you're raising children, they're going to see you and how you handle things, who you put first. And we have to be mindful. It's just like a seed. When you start planting and watering it, it's going to grow. So, you know, just being mindful of that. I mean, we're not going to be perfect as parents because none of us are. And we can give our children the best. But even giving them the best is not always necessary for what they need in the process. Sometimes they just need the quality of the time and you know, knowing that they value.
That's true. That's real true. I would just concur with her and just say amen, because I think one of the best ways of preventing a child from living their whole childhood and not being able to disclose that something's happened to them is just having an open door. Not an open door that they can do anything they want, but an open door for them to come to you and talk and say, I'm available for you. Because having worked in Big Brothers and churches and youth groups and different programs, one of the things that they always teach us is that if you're in a child and a youth program, you got pedophiles, you got people who want to molest children and worked in schools. So having an open door policy is great. Like, we're not going to judge you, we're not going to talk against you, we're going to work it out. And that's real good information, Ms. Turner.
The other thing also I want to say to the parents, like she said, you can do your best, and some of the kids will still do what they want to do. But this is what I believe in life. The Bible says, lay a good foundation for them, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it. You know, they may depart from it temporarily, but they will definitely find their way back to that. So I don't want anybody to begin to beat themselves on the head like, you know, I did everything I could. Where did I go wrong? No, you didn't. You know, they go through that. It's a process of life and learning.
And on that note, we're going to conclude this video. I'd just like to say one more thing. Parents, please protect your children. Please see the value in your children, their worth, because when children go through things like that, because we work with kids who have been abused in so many ways, and they grow up to be adults who can't really handle life. So please be there for your children. Talk to your children. Find out what's going on in their lives. Be proactive in finding out who's in their school. Who do they associate with? What are they watching? So have a good day. Thank you, guys.